All right, so get this. What if the next time you bought something online, you didn't actually go to a website? Sounds kind of weird, right? Well, Shopify is building a new kind of AI that could make that totally normal. Today, we're going to break down how your shopping cart is about to get a mind of its own. I want you to think about the last thing you bought online. You probably did the usual dance, right? You searched for it, you clicked a link, and you landed on a website. But what if you could just skip all of that? No, seriously, this isn't science fiction anymore. This is the future Shopify is building right now with a brand new kind of AI.
Okay, so to really get what's happening here, we need to talk about this term Agentic AI. Now, we're all used to chatbots, right? The ones that just talk to you. Well, Agentic AI is different. It doesn't just talk, it acts. Think of it like a personal shopper that's actually got a credit card. It doesn't just give you suggestions. It can literally go out, find what you need across the entire internet, and even buy it for you.
And this whole idea is at the very heart of Shopify's latest massive update, which they're calling Renaissance. Honestly, it's a pretty fitting name because it really does signal a kind of rebirth for e-commerce, a shift that's moving us away from the website as we know it and into this new agentic world.
And let me be clear, this goes way beyond just having a smarter chatbot answer customer questions. We are talking about AI that is deeply woven into the very fabric of a business. It's managing workflows, it's handling operations, it's even figuring out the best way to get products from point A to point B.
So you might be asking, why the huge push for this technology right now? Well, it's because Shopify sees a massive problem coming for online businesses, a really big one. And that is the very real possibility that the website, the cornerstone of e-commerce, is about to just vanish. I mean, just think about how our own habits are already changing. For years, the formula was simple. You search Google, you click a link, you visit a website. That was the game. But now, with AI assistance, the process is way shorter. You ask a question, you get a direct answer. See what's missing? That third step, actually visiting the website, is getting skipped more and more.
And right there, that's the big problem for pretty much every online brand out there. If your customers aren't coming to your digital doorstep anymore, how on earth are they supposed to find your products? How can they buy from you? You run the very real risk of becoming totally invisible in this new AI-first world.
So, how do you solve the problem of a vanishing website? Well, Shopify's answer is actually pretty simple and kind of brilliant. If the customer won't come to the store anymore, you bring the store to the customer, right inside the chat.
Let me walk you through what this new shopping journey actually looks like. Okay, so imagine you ask your AI assistant, hey, find me the best running shoes for a marathon. Instantly, behind the scenes, these little AI agents are zipping across thousands of Shopify stores. But here's the magic. The best result doesn't pop up as a link you have to click. Nope, the actual product appears right there, inside your chat window, and you can buy it with a single tap without ever leaving that conversation. It's seamless. And you should know, this is not some fringe experiment that might happen someday. This is happening now. As Dean Evans from Shopify puts it, AI is now essential to modern commerce. So it's not just another trend, it's quickly becoming the actual foundation of how we buy and sell things online. And look, the numbers back this up completely. We're not just talking about some distant future. The shift is already well underway. Get this, a staggering 93% of merchants in the UK are already investing in AI tools for discovery. And on the other side, 2/3 of us, the consumers, already expect to use AI for holiday shopping. The train has definitely left the station.
Okay, so we've seen how this totally changes the game for us as shoppers. But what about the people actually running the businesses? Let's switch gears and look behind the curtain, because this Agentic AI is also becoming a kind of indispensable co-pilot for the teams who are actually running these online stores.
So, meet Sidekick. This is Shopify's AI co-pilot for merchants. And trust me, it is so much more than just a chatbot. It's proactive. It'll look at your sales data and suggest, hey, you should bundle these two products together. It'll flag potential problems, like a missing return policy. It can even build custom admin tools just from you typing a sentence. And the best part? Absolutely no coding required. And the impact of a tool like this, it's huge, especially for the tech teams. Sidekick can just slash the number of those repetitive, low-level support tickets. And what does that do? It frees up your expensive, highly skilled developers to focus on the big, meaty problems, instead of getting bogged down in routine tasks. And this, right here, is what truly levels the playing field. Powerful, custom-built software, that used to be a luxury only the big guys, the giant corporations, could afford. But now, AI assistants like Sidekick give any small business,
A solopreneur, a startup, the power to create the exact tools they need to compete and to grow.
Okay, but with all this new power to build and change things comes a pretty obvious challenge, right? How do you test out your big, bold new ideas without, breaking your live business? Well, Shopify is tackling this problem head on.
They've come up with two really smart tools for this. First up is something called SimGym. The best way to think of this is like a flight simulator for your store. It uses these fake AI shoppers to model how your changes might perform, all in a safe simulated environment. And then there's rollouts. This one is more like a dimmer switch. It lets you slowly roll out new features to a small percentage of your real customers so you can see how they react in a super controlled way before you flip the switch for everyone. All right, let's zoom out and bring this all together. When you combine this new world of agentic shopping with these powerful AI co-pilots and these tools for risk-free innovation, what you end up with is a totally radical new idea of what an online store even is anymore. And this is really the core takeaway of this whole thing. The old idea of a storefront as a static website you visit, that's dissolving. It's becoming more like a distributed set of data points, your products, your prices, your inventory, that any AI agent can tap into anywhere, anytime. So in this new world, your store isn't just a place. Your store is literally everywhere.
And all of this leaves us with one really fascinating final question to chew on. As these AI agents do more and more of our shopping for us, who do we end up trusting more? The brand that actually makes the product or the AI that recommends it to us? The answer to that question is probably going to define the entire next chapter of commerce. Thanks so much for diving into this with us.